What is up, UTLR Live? I'm your host, LRS, here with the UTLR F2 Series. We are here in Italy at the most famous track on the Formula schedule. I'm joined up in the booth, as always, by my buddy SP and the league owner, Alex. We are here for round number 2 of the playoffs. Started in Las Vegas last week. We're in Monza this week. Guys, we got a lot to talk about, but first, let's talk about this track. It's iconic. It's fun. There's a lot of passing opportunities, multiple DRS sections. We'll start with Nick. What are you expecting out of Monza?
Yeah, buongiorno, Luke. I am expecting a lot of DRS on the front stretch, on the back stretch. This is going to be one of the best tracks. Mi piace, racetrack, yes. Studied my Italian.
All right. Well, really simply put, Alex, what do you think of Monza? I know you've probably seen it before because it is a really popular racetrack, probably never raced on it, but you're here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Luke, glad to be back here. Another great racetrack of Monza. I did some test laps yesterday because I'm obviously in pain, so trying to bear this one out. Going through, this is obviously a pretty straightforward track, except for those three little hairpins. Or kinks, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. I like it. It's very chaotic, and looks like we have rain in the forecast, so that could throw a wrench in the curveball because it's going to be coming later in the sprint, not even in the first part. So, strategy, I think so. On the super speedway like this, it's going to be very key of how to set your car up.
Yeah, it is a super speedway. Pretty much like Alex mentioned, this entire track is straightaways. There's little chicanes. There's 3 of them. There's one down in turn 1 at the end of the front stretch, which is going to be Calamity Corner, in my opinion. The run from the start line all the way down there is going to be so massive that people are going to be making moves and sending it in there when they shouldn't, and it's going to cause problems. At the beginning of the second sector, there's another kink. That's going to be another problem spot after the 2 Lesmos down in turn 3. And then we have 2 right-handed corners coming onto another straightaway. And at the beginning of the third sector, another kink, followed by a long straightaway and a Martinsville-type hairpin. So we're in for a treat tonight, guys. Like I mentioned, round 2 of the playoffs. The playoff field is not that, not that far separated between the top 4, between Tomato, Clean, INF, and HD. 27 points separating them. But I do want to talk about this, guys. We saw last week for the first time this season Tomato DNF in a race. He DNF'd in the sprint. I'll ask Nick first because he's out there on a wet lap, so it doesn't really matter. What are you expecting from Tomato this week? Do you think that he's going to have bad luck again, or do you think he's going to extend his championship lead?
All depends on what happens in turn 1. Turn 1 is going to be the Calamity Corner. It's either you get a good run out of turn 1 or you wreck. There's really no in between. You have to nail turn 1, and knowing he's going to have all these guys behind him, it's going to be a challenge, I think. Tomato, though, not afraid of the challenge. He'll be up front at some point tonight. We know that. So it'll just, it'll just depend on what he can do. Same thing goes with Clean. I think Clean showed a lot showed his whole hand really at Las Vegas, and he'll definitely be a threat at some point to this race. I think those 2 guys are gonna be the ones to watch. But if I'm gonna keep an eye on someone who's very aggressive, who loves the DRS train and can take advantage of this and have a really good points night, HD. HD's gonna be one to watch. It's on my dark horse list. I really think HD has something to prove tonight. I think he really wants to improve this championship standings for him. Oh, we got a wreck.
Heathen has just crashed into the back of Loadbroke. Both cars have severe damage. Heathen is out of the race. Loadbroke has a 5-place grid penalty for contact.
Wow.
Wow, that's something you see all the time.
Wow. So that'll be looked at post-race. Loadbroke not in the playoffs. Heathen is. Sorry to cut you off, Nick.
You're good.
But I do want to ask Alex, because you're in charge of this. This is one of the cooler stats about this. 6 times this season, we have added a Formula 2 finish to the closest finishes of all time. Do you think we're going to see it for a 7th time this season?
Man, Luke, I love that stat so much. Love seeing it. I believe, honestly, we will. And it's like kind of something that SP touched on, is that it's going to come down to those kinks. You have to be able to correct them just right. You have to be able to avoid the calamity. And honestly, it don't matter if you're the leader or not. If you're the leader, I think you're in a worse position because of what's going to be coming in behind you. So with that, if you can survive those three kinks and be far enough ahead, yeah, I think it's going to slow the pace down just enough for the second place to capitalize on maybe a little mistake and a little hiccup, just to get up there and fight for the win.
Yeah, the thing about the DRS on the front straightaway, it doesn't turn on until the finish line. That's where the DRS opens. So it's going to be based off of slipstream and how you get into that final hairpin corner. If you're there on that final lap, it's also going to depend how you get through that final chicane. Uh,
Yeah.
Obviously,
Also,
go ahead.
also, as I mentioned, one thing to note is that obviously the start and finish line is closer to the start of the straightaway, so you don't have much opportunity once you go through that hairpin. You have to make your move through that hairpin.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. And I complained about it at Miami too, as well as Las Vegas. I wish the finish line was further down the straightaway so you can get a bigger run to the finish line. That's obviously a problem here, but this also sets up because the finish line is so close to the final corner, similar to Mexico. On the start of the race, there's going to be massive slipstreams and runs down into turn one, which obviously is going to cause some problems.
I fully hardly agree on that one. And like I said, it's going to come down to that final corner. Who's going to make the brave move and the brave dive?
Now, I don't know if you know this, Alex. I'll put some wisdom on you because I know a little bit about this track. This is the track where Kyle Larson said his famous word.
Oh my
Was
God,
it
it
here?
was.
Yeah, it was here.
Yeah.
It was on Monza's oval, which F1 used to run. When you're driving around the final corner in that little hairpin, you can see it off to the left-hand side. Monza used to have a massive 2.5, 3 mile oval that they would run on before they made this track. It's still there. It's just overgrown, but you can see it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it looks a little cloudy out. Guys, do we have a chance of rain in qualifying?
No rain in
Nope.
qualifying, but always a chance. Oh yeah, look, I see the oval. Wow.
Who are you on board with?
No, I just pulled it up on Google Maps.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you look at Monza on Google Maps or on board with somebody, you can see the oval. It's still there, right, Nick? I'm not messing around.
Yeah, but it's not like off to the side, like it's actually on the. Well, no, I guess it is on the side. You're right, it is. It's a big track. Wow.
Oh, yeah. And you can see where the oval used to be. It's very large. And yeah, Nick, when you go under the bridge, in the second, yeah, at the end of the second sector, or in the middle of the second sector, that's the oval that you're going under.
Yep.
Everyone running laps right now on wet weather tires, so it'll give us an opportunity to talk about the playoff standings. Um, Guys, we have some interesting things to look at. Obviously, Tomato, the regular season champion, weirdly enough, after DNFing in the sprint last week, gained a point. So he is up by 15 points on clean in second, 26 points on INF in third, and 27 points on HD in fourth. Those are the four, like I've mentioned all season, that are going to compete for this championship. We'll start with Alex because I talked to Nick for a while. What do you think of that, Alex? Or do you think somebody like Clater or Ryan Carlson, who might join later, they are 51-52 back?
Yeah, Luke. If Ryan Carlson joins, I think he is definitely a threat. If he joins, if he doesn't, Clater, I hate to say it, but we're at a rain track, and it's a super speedway style racetrack for these cars. So Clater, I would say that's my pick for the sprint. And then I know it's early, but with that, I think with that being said, that Clater will be actually be a good threat for the playoffs as well if he can close in those points. And it's all going to be due to the rain.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. Nick, I want to ask you the same question. There's 10 people in the playoffs. Furthest back, Sammy, 74 out. He's in the race. Didn't race last week. He lost all those points. Who do you have your eye on? You're 60 back, so not being disrespectful, almost out of it. You can probably contend for a top 5 in points, but who are you looking at?
I'm looking out for myself.
Wow.
No, sorry. As far as good runs tonight, I honestly, just looking at the point standings, like I said, I mentioned it before, HD. I just feel like there's something. HD's got something to prove, and I think he's going to show it again tonight. I think he's going to get another win. He's just really good in these cars, and he's always there at the end, especially in the sprint. He's always there fighting for it, but he's going to have to do a little better than just a sprint win. I think he's going to have to really show up. I think HD can definitely get a podium tonight, but he's going to have to stay with that DRS train. He's going to have to hope he gets a good start to start the race.
Yeah, we have a yellow in the second sector. It's the only car out there. It's Ovo going slowly. He has an invalidated lap time, which is extremely hard to do on these limited penalty settings. Somebody's coming out of the pits right there. Who would that happen to be?
I'm looking at the replay, what happened
Deeport.
with Heathen and Lodebrook. Lodebrook's going to be getting a quality ban next week after that action because he already retired into this race. So next week, no quality for Lodebrook. Pretty much, he just went off in the gravel and he just made a straight turn. He just turned dead right onto the track in the racing line, and Heathen had nowhere to go. So Lodebrook will be getting a quality ban next week. There's really nothing else I could say. He just drove off the track and then drove onto the track.
To be fair, if you watch on board with Heathen, it does say there's a yellow flag ahead, and he does not lift.
That's true. But he is in the racing line, though, too.
That is true. So we'll figure that out post-race. It definitely does look like a penalty coming Lodebrook's way, though. So, guys, we have 14 minutes. Nobody's ran a competitive lap time yet. Everyone's been out there on wet weather tires.
What do you mean? Lodebrook actually ran. He ran softs.
Yeah, he did, but he crashed on his soft lap, so that's still a wet lap. He DNF'd with the soft tire on, so it
That was
said
the
the tires
second
weren't on the
lap.
car. So, who do you guys think is going to get on pole here?
Good question. Trying to take care of some shit, you know, I think clean. I don't know why.
All right.
I think Tomato gets knocked off. I think Tomato will be number one. Clean goes number one after the fact.
I will say, looking at time trials and times and all that. Oh, thank you, Mother. Anyway, Clean was 0.2 faster than Tomato on fastest lap. I got a package, guys. It's a diecast. Take a guess who it is right now.
Oh God.
I'm just a random guess. Xfinity Cup trucks. It could be anything. I know what it is. It's a 2024 diecast. Not really rare.
Rajah Caruth.
No. It's It's not an authentic. It's just a regular one. We gonna guess.
I'll say probably Barry or Gregson.
Give you a hint. This person. It's an Xfinity car.
Quapple.
Josh Williams.
No and no.
Is it a back marker?
No.
Connor Zilich win. Watkins Glen.
No, that's a really good guess though.
So you're close. That's what it's
No.
saying.
Uh, it's not a win diecast, but he's kind of in the ballpark. I think it's the right car. Yeah, they did give me the right one. Good.
So it is the 88.
No, it's not an 88.
I think it's somebody on Junior Motorsports.
It's not Junior Motorsport.
It's somebody who won on a road course.
No.
So then how the fuck am I on the right path?
Nobody did.
Chevy driver.
Luke about to rage.
Bro's crashed it out. It's a Chevy driver.
And also, why'd you say like
AJ
somebody
Allmendinger.
that won a road course when Connor Zillage won all the road courses last year?
Not all. SVG won one. Yeah,
Oh, there
Okay,
he goes. The 97.
one.
No, but it's a Chevy driver, not a back marker. He's won a race last year. He's won a race this year.
Justin Allgaier.
No.
He's won a race last year and he's won a race this year in Xfinity.
Yeah, and he's like your favorite
Hey,
Xfinity driver.
Jesse Love.
Yes.
Ew, kill me now.
I've been wanting this. What is this? Wheeling.
Oh yeah,
I wanted this car for a while. I have it. It's been kind of hard to find, but I found one really cheap, for like $10. I was like, I'm gonna buy it. Add to the Xfinity collection. Another one on the shelf. And then by the end of next week, I will have every Xfinity car.
Wow. We're so bored that we're talking about diecast.
Well, I have all my customs coming in to finish my Xfinity collection. So like I have like Brandon Jones's JGR, Dean Thompson have a 26 coming. I have Matt DiBenedetto's 99, Parker Retzlaff 44. These are all customs I'd made. I think I mentioned that, but I'll tell you, I got a. Let me tell you what I got. I got
Parker Retzlaff 44.
44, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I got Daniel Dye, Josh Williams 11, 20 of Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton. I'm pissed because they just released his 25 car, so that's $20 extra I spent, but oh well. Dean Thompson, Kyle Sieg, Sam Mayer. Oh, they're going to Chevy. That sucks.
I want the Cole Raz 76 Xfinity car.
That shit look clean. I'm gonna see if they can make that a diecast. Nick Sanchez, Leland Honeyman 70, Ryan Ellis 77, 99, Matt DiBenedetto, and then Carson Ware 74. And a Parker
Sammy
Retzlaff.
is around. Damage to the front of his car. Everyone out there making wet weather laps. Sammy has damage, but he has soft tires on, so I assume he'll come to the pits, fix the wing, keep the tires on. Somebody coming out of the pits wouldn't catch me off guard if that's Alex.
Alex, you're on track right now?
about to. I'm about to go settle up.
I was gonna say, could you like get in front of me and go down the front stretch and then let me by? So I get like a draft or a tow.
Well, you had your shot.
Well, I'll wait for you to complete that lap. Alex, you missed the whole fucking turn. You're in the gravel. What happened?
Part of it's my
He wasn't ready.
steering because my wheels still messed up. Remember? So I'm not able to feel everything and not able to turn as much.
All right,
Part of it is lack of me, but also is part of my
you
wheel
gotta-
issue ongoing.
You can take this corner in a little deeper than what you think. Don't hit those orange bumps or you'll stall the car.
You will literally fly about a foot in the air and the car will not turn.
Oh, dude, I was in the rain practicing with clean. My fucking car did like a kickflip off one of those bumps. Not even lying, the nose went straight up in the air. It was crazy.
You went through there pretty good, Alex.
Yeah. Not here though, Alex. You'll miss it.
I like those two left-handed corner or right-handed corners because they're banked a little bit, so you can carry a lot more speed through them.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I want to go out now or wait. Because if I get DRS with like a little draft, oh, you fly. All right. Well, here comes Alex on his hot lap. We'll pay attention to him. Alex should probably go a little more left. There he goes. I'm very curious to see how Alex approaches turn one. This is going to be the trouble spot for everyone tonight. Alex takes a very conservative approach to it. Misses the corner both times, into the gravel a little bit. It's okay, though. No pressure.
Thanks a lot.
Aduchev hit the corner really good there. He's going to be on a good lap. Clater on the super softs now. Meso on the super softs. Eddie on the super softs. Doc on the super softs. So everyone looks like they're starting to put those super soft laps on right now. If I'm looking at whoever set the fastest sector, fastest sector set by Load Broke, but that's going to be short-lived. Oh, Alex.
And if you didn't know, all of the corners here at Monza have a name, just like they do at Silverstone with Maggots and Beckett's and all those. Alex is coming up to the Ascari chicane. I'm sure you've heard that before.
Ascari, isn't that like snail? Escargot.
That's escargot.
Same shit. All right, Luke. I think it's time for OSP to go.
Purple middle sector for Alex.
Yeah, because no one else is fast, and he cut the corner. Well, maybe
hey, he's faster than Load Broke.
Well, there's a car catching him behind. I'm pretty sure Alex is. Everyone has set a time, a valid time. We're on the wets. This will be the first. This will be the first.
Alex through the
official time.
parabolica. That was a nice line through there. He carried a lot of speed.
Alex is gonna go on provisional pole for. Nope, he's fifth. Fuck, it got worse than Eddie on wets. Yep.
Listen, Alex he messed up turn one though, so if he can nail turn one here, he's got a shot.
All right, I'm going out. I need peace and quiet. SP's
Ooh, Alex hit turn one really good there. Well, not the best, but he didn't go off in the gravel this time, so he's got a shot. And if he doesn't mess up, it could help. Oh, as Clater goes to the top of the board, 137. That's the benchmark.
Who's in a Invicta? Who is that in front of me?
Clater.
Coming out of pits?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Ovo.
that's Ovo, yeah. Doc Nanners goes P2. 133.2 for him. On a soft tire, so he's faster than Load Broke. He's faster than Alex right now. Oh, but over the curb and into the gravel. Sammy got by Alex. Alex gave him a nice little toe down the straightaway before, so Sammy might be on a good flyer right now. Alex got through the Ascari chicane faster than Sammy. To the parabolic corner. This is where Alex gained a lot of time last time. Sammy goes in on the inside lane. Alex tries to run it on the outside and gets up on the flat. Loses a little bit of time. See what Sammy can do. He's not going to beat Clater's time. He's going to put himself up to third. He can't beat Deport, who ran a 131.5, 8/10 behind Clater. Next across the line is going to be somebody starting a flying lap. That is Tomato. This is going to be the one to watch, and this will be the benchmark time. Clean on an outlap, Hunter on an outlap. INF's not going to set a flyer. Every single car is out on track.
Crazy that I was the first one to actually put the super softs on.
Looks like Nick and Clean are playing. No, that's actually Jay and Clean right here, planning something. Maybe a slipstream down the straightaway. Left front lockup from Tomato goes over the curb. Purple first sector though. Into the first Lesmo, coming to the second Lesmo. Got through the first one good, the second one hits the apex good, uses the runoff perfect, opens the DRS, coming to the Ascari chicane, under the oval. Good lap for the championship leader going so far. Purple middle sector. In the Ascari chicane, the most speed we've seen carried into there so far. Really nicely done from him, and he has a slipstream from a car ahead of him. That might be his championship rival, Hunter. And around the Parabolica, Duport has retired in P3. Tomato cutting the corner as close as he can as he comes to the line. Obviously going to be P1 by 7/10 over Clater. So that's a good lap by Clater. Next across the line is going to be Alex, but I think he's out of gas, so he's going to come into the pit lane. Next up is SP, who it says he's up 3.6 seconds. That would be a 1:32, which would put him 6th. And behind SP, there's a massive, massive train of cars. That's Ovo, that's Clean, that's Jay. Nick's going to come up, cross the line, go P3, 1:31.0, about a second behind Tomato. Not bad.
Thank you, Luke. Appreciate it.
Here comes Ovo to the line. He's going to improve from 11th to 7th. Clean eclipses Tomato by 4/10, goes first. Jay jumps ahead of Nick by 1/10 of a second, barely. Actually about 3/100. So 4th and 5th for the Premas after their initial laps. Gonna have to watch Hunter, who's ran a purple middle sector. Alex said to watch Hunter. He also said to watch Clean. Clean is first. There's still time to run more laps for these guys if they can get around and come to the line. Alex is not going to run another lap. Heathen is done. INF is done. Mason and Deport are done. What is Hunter going to do? Will he snatch pole from Clean? He crosses the line. P3. 1:30.1. Next up is Clater to cross the line. He's going to start a flying lap behind him. Sammy, who's out of gas. He's coming into the pits. Behind them, I think, is Nick. It says he's down a 10th in the middle sector, but he could pick it up in the final corner. He wants to get ahead of his teammate Jay. Clean is not going to run another lap. He's done. Ovo and Jay are trying to run another lap. Tomato is going to settle for second, you guys. He's in the pit lane. Here comes SP around the final corner. Don't know if he'll improve. We'll see. It's a 1:31.0 now. It's a 1:30.969. He jumps ahead of his teammate Jay.
We'll take that. I was up 3/10 again, and I missed the S turn, or the last turn I missed. So,
Will Jay improve to take it back? He does improve by 17/100ths. He is off of SP's time by 6/1000ths.
that's how we do it right there. Let's go. Good job, Jay. Nice P6. I'll take a P5. Man, I had some speed there. And I felt like I had more, and I just fucked up. I think I could have got down to Clater.
Top three in a league of their own right now. Then there's a drop off to Clater, Nick and Jay there all together, and then another drop to Mason. Last person to set a lap time who's actually on a competitive lap. He's the only guy out there right now. It's Clater and Doc Nanners. There's two of them out there. Clater says he's 2/10 down. I think he's going to come into the pits right here. No, he's not. He's going to set a lap time. He cuts it all the way to the wall. He does not improve. Doc Nanners, it says he's up 4/10, guys. If he picks up 4/10, it would be in the 1:32s, but he will not improve position. Right now, it's Ovo and Sammy on the front row for the sprint.
Doc Nair coming across the line right here, cuts it way down to the apron. Looks like he
Didn't look like he improved.
No.
P11. So he did improve his lap time, but on his position. And that is going to do it. Clean on pole over Tomato, over Hunter for the feature. If you look at the sprint lineup, it's going to be Ovo, Sammy, Deport, Mason, Jay, the top five.
You said Jay top 5? I'm top 5.
For the sprint.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to be top 5 too. Well, after qualifying, who are you most impressed with? And who are you most disappointed with? Go with that.
Very disappointed. Yeah, I'm disappointed in the speed from Sammy. He definitely had greater pace at the beginning of the season. I think the biggest surprise is both of the Prema cars. You and Jay, I like the pace out of both of you.
Thank you, sir.
Alex, what do you think?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked, like you said, Luke, with Sammy. But what shocks me though is HD being up there in third for the sprint, or not for the sprint, but the feature. So, but y'all said that he was pretty good here, and he's also a guy who plays strategy in the rain. So, maybe I should get something done.
All right, let's go with picks really quick. One word, Alex. No explanation. Who's your sprint pick?
Pleasure.
Nick.
I'm gonna take clean.
Clater, clean. I'm going to go with tomato because you can't go against the regular season champion. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. The 5 red lights come on ahead of the Italian Grand Prix sprint. It is lights out and away we go. Good jump by Ovo. Sammy spun the tires. Here comes Deport trying to get there as well. Mason has a good run. He's trying to split the 2 who started on the second row. And now Nick is there too as everybody dials it down into the corner and a little contact between the leaders. That's Sammy and Duchev. And then we got penalties all over the place as there's chaos. Everyone trying to get through the first corner. And now Mason spins out. Nick is involved. As Sammy's up front with a 10-second corner cutting penalty that puts Deport into the lead. Ovo is going to be second with his Invicta teammate Clater fourth. Jay, the better Prema, through turn 1. I think all of that was caused by Clater or Ovo going deep into the corner. It looked like an Invicta. Nick, does that sound right?
Yeah, I don't know. I had the corner. We weren't really gonna do anything bad there. Someone behind me missed the corner and slammed into me and sent me into everyone.
Yeah, it was one of the Invictas. I don't know if it was Clater or Ovo. I don't think it was Ovo because he started on the front row,
Definitely
so
not
it
Ovo.
had to have been. So it had to have been Clater.
Yeah, it was Clater there. I got a lot of damage, and fortunately, this is going to be the end of my sprint. Oh, just disgusted with myself, and it's all right.
Tomatoes up to P5 after starting P9. Clean started P10. He's P8. Hunter started P7. He's P7. Sammy's still leading. He has that 10-second corner cut penalty. He cut the corner after getting forced off the track. I think the penalty will stand, though, because he didn't try and re-enter. He completely just missed the corner. The 2 Invictas going side by side. Clater late on the brakes down the inside of Ovo. They're side by side. Ovo cuts the corner, spins Deport, and both of the Invictas are around with Deport. Tomatoes up to second. Jay is up to third. It's a hodgepodge as Hunter spun around. Heathen 3-second corner cutting penalty in the first corner. And now, Sammy has a 2.1 second lead, but over Tomato. The second time somebody has gotten into somebody in the first corner, both times an Invicta causing a big problem. Jay in third. It's weird because usually Jay's the one causing chaos, and he's been probably the cleanest driver up here right now. Oh, Jay hops over the curb and almost into the wall. He hit that yellow and orange curb and got air. Ooh-wee. Pretty chaotic first couple of laps, and it's Tomato who started P9, chasing down Sammy for the lead. He's got a massive run. Look at the run coming from Tomato on the straightaway. Goes to the inside of Sammy as we head towards turn 1. Sammy breaks early. Big lockup from Tomato, who brakes late. Sammy misses the corner, and Tomato takes the lead. Oh, and then off and into the wall right there, Deport. Somehow we have not had a DNF or any type of safety car. Hunter and Alex, I think, just made contact.
Very slight contact.
He then took the extra road there,
He didn't try and be Connor Zillich.
literally. If he gets a penalty for that, which it looked like he did, we'll take that away.
He didn't.
Shit.
He got a 3-second penalty for corner cutting last lap, but he did not use the access road. As everybody is trying to single themselves out. Yellow in the second sector. There's somebody off in the gravel. That is Heathen. And he then has crashed on the straightaway. No safety car.
They are increased.
Safety cars have been really buggy recently. None have come out. Jay has a whole train behind him. It's Clater and then Clean, and then Jay blocks Clater late, and now Clean goes to the outside and they're 3 wide. I'm not sure Jay knows that. Got to be careful as we head into turn 1. Jay deep on the inside. He makes contact with Clater and then gets spun by Clean. Those two are in a party together, so that'll be an interesting conversation. Everybody trying to chase down Tomato as a 3.5 second lead over Sammy. Jay's going to be aggressive. You know he is. But that was not Jay's fault that he got spun there. Clater turned in on the corner, got into him, and then he had to overcorrect the car and got in the clean. Now he has a massive train behind him. Here comes Clean to pass Jay. INF, who started last, is trying to get up there too. Four laps into an 11-lap race. And like F2 in real life, maybe we should retire the champion, force them into retirement. Maybe everyone would love to see Tomato gone. He has a 5-second lead, 5 laps into the race, and he started 9th, by the way.
Talk about a god.
Side by side into turn 1 and 2. Clater and Sammy make contact. Oh, and we have a crash in turn 1. Clean is involved in that one with Jay again, and now even more contact. People cutting the corner. That's Deport and Mason. Ovo makes contact with Clean. I think INF is the only one that got through that cleanly. Interesting because, you know, Jay and Clean are still in that party like I mentioned. Oh, and then there goes Mason. He spun around, contact with Hunter. They both have broken their wings. Mason needs to be careful. Do not re-enter the track unsafe. Oh, and he does enter the right in front of Alex. My goodness. Thing on the list of things you shouldn't do is that. That's the second time I think he's done that. Since, remember, if I'm correct, he did it in Brazil.
Correct, he did.
Here comes for second place. Clater switches past Sammy. Oh, Mason in the wall hard. Oh, and he gets absolutely slammed into by Load Broke. A massive, massive hit.
That's going to be a red flag. No.
I don't know how that's not even a safety car. Mason is out. Load Broke is out. Alex has severe damage.
Safety cars are on. Alex, are you out?
No.
There's 2 DNFs from that. Mason and Load Broke.
Pause the game, go to race flags and settings. I damn well know safety cars are on.
Flags
Safety cars on standard. Red flags are on standard.
Oh, okay, I didn't turn them on increase. It should have been a safety car. Maybe they don't come out in the sprint.
That was a massive crash, though, Alex. That was bad. I think Load Broke hit Mason at literally full speed.
Yeah, that came after, I'll admit, that came after the fact that me and Mason made contact because I showed him a little bit of contact on his left side. Ended up getting him sideways in front of me. Shit.
Oh, and then no front wing on the car makes you absolutely miss the corner.
Yeah. But no, I wasn't happy with the fact that he slowed me down that much re-entering the track. So I showed my displeasure, and he ended up coming across my nose when we made contact.
That was a horrible crash. We're going to have to go back and look at that because I switched on board. Mason, he was around, and then Load Broke, I'm not even kidding, came in there at full speed and slammed into him. I don't know how that wasn't a yellow or a safety car. Or same thing, red flag or yellow. 8.5 second lead for tomato with 7 laps completed. Nick's trying to work his way back to the points. He's all over Hunter for P9. Oh, and then Nick missed turn 2, and Hunter gets back by him. Sammy keeping up with Clater, but he has that 10-second penalty, so that's not good for him. That's going to put him behind INF, Jay, Clean, and then that battle for 7th with Ovo and Deport. Ovo gets off and into the gravel right there, almost lost the rear end. Deport now has a run with DRS. We go under the oval, and Deport takes 7th place. Good for him. Nick's back on Hunter. He'll have a run on the front stretch. Doc Nanners, P11. Pretty sure he's gotten some contact on that car. Somehow, we have not seen a safety car, though. We've seen tons of carnage and just chaos. And with Ovo and Deport fighting, that's allowing Hunter and Nick to close in on them, so they are looking for some points. Alex changes his wing. He's coming out of the pits now. SP down the inside of Hunter. Hunter leaves him room. Nick lets up to try and cross the corner over, but does not get the best of runs. This is the closest battle on track. That's why we're watching it.
I've wrecked HD so many times. I'm just trying to pass him cleanly for once.
Into the chicane. Battle for 3rd place is heated up. Sammy's under fire from INF. There needs to be DRS down this straightaway. Libroke has left the session.
Do you want us to invite back?
9 of 11. The part, I mean, I guess. Here comes INF on Sammy. He's going to pass him for P3. He's in a party with 3 people, so I'm sure he would get an invite. Oh, over the curb. Ovo again. 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Probably going to keep that one.
Alex,
But he's also spun
died.
out. They missed the corner. He tried to take the escape road, and it didn't give him a penalty.
I came to a full stop and like kind of coasted through it.
So now if Nick can get by Hunter, he'd put himself in the points because of Ovo's penalty. So we've got to be weary of that. Jay is 5th. He's going to be 4th unless this happens. Clean gets by him, and these two have had contact multiple times in this race. We'll see how Jay responds through the Ascari chicane. Jay has a run, and Jay's going to have the DRS on the front stretch, so we'll see how that plays out. It's Deport on Ovo. He's got a run on him. Got to be careful. He's got a big run. He's going to look to the inside. And moving the Parabolica is rare and tricky and hard to do as they go side by side through there. Ovo's missing his front wing. He runs wide. Now Deport runs wide. And Ovo's going to get a run back at him. Alex has a 10-second penalty for ignoring a blue flag.
He wasn't even near me. Nowhere near passing me. That's bullshit.
That'll be looked at probably later and probably taken away. Contact between Deport and Ovo. Deport not afraid to use that front wing as a bumper. This is allowing Hunter and Nick to close in. Oh, side by side through the Curva Grande. Got to be careful through here. Oh, Ovo, nice there on the outside, but can't quite get there with 2 to go. I think that's Alex who's slow. Ovo is trying to catch back up to Deport, who goes off the track there. Nick and Hunter are going to be fighting for that final point. Hunter opens the DRS, but he doesn't have as big as run as Nick behind him, who also has DRS. Going to sit behind him. Here comes Tomato to cross the line. 1 to go in the sprint for him. Nick's lost a lot of time. I assume he probably hit the bump that was in the Ascari chicane.
A little bit.
INF gets by Clater for P2. Into turn 1, he takes the lead. He's clear. Big battle going to happen here between Deport, Ovo, Hunter, and Nick. This is the spot to watch. There goes Ovo making the pass on Deport, even though he has a 3-second penalty. Deport's going to be aggressive to try go back around the outside. He tries to cross Ovo over. Ovo hits the bump, and here comes Hunter contact between Deport and Ovo. Hunter's in a good position here to snatch the final point. Actually, he's in it because of the penalty. Oh, they almost touched right there in the Curva Grande. Big battle going to happen here as we come into the Della Raggia chicane. Oh, and a little contact. Deport somehow gets ahead of him without making any type of severe contact. Nick will be our eyes on that. I got to move up to the lead. Clater and INF swapping spots going into the Ascari chicane. But rounding the Parabolica, the regular season champion, the feature winner last week to start the playoffs, now wins the sprint in Italy and starts his weekend off on the perfect foot. Right here is going to be side by side for second place. Clater into the side of INF. They're going to be side by side to the line. INF does not have the grip. Clater's going to snatch second place. Third place for INF. Not going to be fourth for Sammy. A lot of people are going to move up. We have a big battle right here. Hunter with a run on Deport, who's battling Ovo. Side by side, they're going to touch. They both run wide. Hunter backs the corner up. He's trying to get a run off. He's going to get Deport. What is Nick going to do? He needs to get Deport if he wants a point. He's not going to get there. Jay, fifth, clean fourth, by the way. Sammy, he got P6 with that 10-second penalty because of this big battle. It's Hunter's seventh. Last point was for Deport. What an interesting sprint. It was 11 laps, and Tomato won by 14 seconds, by the way.
Oh, God. Oh, hell. Is that just the warm-up for the feature?
Yeah, there's going to be a pretty large incident, I think. INF driver of the day, starting last, finishing third. A pretty interesting race, to say the least. But now we have a feature, guys. I got the pick right for the sprint. Alex, who do you have for the feature?
I mean, I got to go Tomato after seeing that performance. Nothing's going to change, man.
Be right back.
I'm going to even predict Tomato by 25 seconds.
Wow. Which would be the largest margin of victory in UTLR history.
I think this is a track where you can do it. 14 and 11 laps? Yeah.
Features like 16. Could happen. Could definitely happen. I like the Tomato pick, but I feel like if INF doesn't get, if Clean doesn't get any damage, I feel like he will be a threat. They were running really similar times in time trial, so we'll see.
Okay. I am back.
Who do you have winning? Quick.
Clean.
Interesting.
No one got my back. I know Clean got my back. He gonna win this shit. Ah.
Well, I'm going to go with clean as well. Nick went with clean. Alex went with tomato with the largest winning margin in UTLR history. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, you guys. Let's get the show on the road. Here we go. The 5 red lights come on ahead of the Italian Grand Prix feature race. It is on an extremely long time. And Ovo jumped the start. So did Doc Nanner. So did Load Broke. 3 drive-through penalties immediately. And Hunter's gotten a great start. He goes in between Tomato and Clean, and he takes the lead from that. An amazing jump from Hunter, who goes from 4th to 1st. And Nick gets into Clean, who forces Tomato off the track. He has to rejoin in front of Jay, and he gets spun in front of the pack. He is out of the race. Virtual safety car. Tomato is out of the race. We still have chaos all over the place. Big chaos right here. Looks like Alex is around. Sammy's around. Only a virtual. Nick is in 2nd. Nick, that looked like it was probably caused by you. What happened?
I don't even know. I definitely gave Clean a bump because Clean checked up for Tomato, and I didn't know he was checking up, and I just hit Clean, and then I don't know about the rejoin. I'm not sure what happened there. I feel terrible
Tomato,
if that was my fault.
I don't know if it was your fault because Clean hit the brakes to let Tomato in, and then Tomato rejoined onto the track in front of Jay, and it spun him out in front of the field. Green flag is out. SP's gotten an excellent jump. He's ahead of Hunter into the lead. Clean is 3rd. This is an excellent opportunity for them to close in on Tomato in the playoff picture. Alex said Tomato could win this sprint, win this feature by a record margin. He's out in turn 1. It is Nick, Hunter, Clean, a 2nd clear of the field. They're going to battle this one to the end. INF started last, by the way. He is P6. Here comes Clean with a run on Hunter. Switches to the outside, now to the inside. Hunter's going to be aggressive on Nick. No, he's going to stay behind him. Nick got through turn 1 better than the 2 behind him, to be honest. That was really nice from Nick. Clater is there. Mason is there. And Nick is Italian in his heritage, so it would be a big deal if he somehow could pull this off. Alex gets a 3-second penalty after missing turn 1. And the championship picture is blown wide open. Nick runs a little wide right there. You want to know why Nick's so fast right now? He's the only driver in the field that's chosen to start on super softs.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a SP strategy type play. We're going to see if it works out for me.
Hopefully it does. I would love to see that. I mean, you look really fast right now. You're pulling away from them when you're not making mistakes. SP led lap 1 of the Italian Grand Prix. As an Italian driver, is he going to lead lap 2? I think he is. And, by the way, driving for the Italian team, Prema. Nick's going to weave back and forth to get rid of the slipstream. Hunter's not following him too closely, but Clean is. Nick sets the fastest lap. DRS enabled. Hunter has more straight line speed. Will he make a move on Nick into 1? No. Going to sit behind him. And with Tomato out of this race, I do think we have a real good shot at seeing a new winner. In the top 5, there's 3 opportunities for a new winner. Nick, Clater, Mason. This season, that is. Nick's a 2-time winner. He's won a sprint and I think actually 2 sprints, right, Nick?
Correct.
My question is, where's that rain at?
Yeah, it was supposed to rain the second half of the sprint, and it did not rain. That's a good question. Oh, and clean into the back of Hunter. An amazing save. What a great save. Clater tried to go through the middle. He couldn't quite get there. Nick has an almost 2-second lead. That's allowed Mason and INF to close in. Oh, you want to know why Clean got into the back of Hunter? He's lagging. So, Nick, you're on the soft, so you're going to have to pit before the people on the mediums. Where are you thinking of pitting?
Next time by.
Oh. I mean, it'll put you into some clean air. You'll come out in, I think, 10th.
Yep, I'll be pitting next time by. If we don't get a safety car this race, I think it'll work out really good for me. But we'll see.
You might get a safety car here in a second because guess what? Guess who's right next to each other? Just take a random guess.
Clater and Jay.
Jay and Heathen.
I was about to say.
Oh. Close enough. Well, I got one.
Heathen left Jay a lot of room, and Jay still gets into him. Deport is there. Gotta be careful. Nick has 1.2 seconds over Hunter, who's under fire from Clean, Clater, Mason, and INF. Nick is pretty much maintaining. He has a 1.1 second lead. I don't think he got through the second Lesmo really good. He's now under a second.
So I'll be pitting here.
Yeah, Nick said he's going to pit. Here comes Jay with a DRS run on Heathen. If Nick could pull this off, it would be an amazing strategy if there is a safety car. Heathen gets by Jay. They make contact right there. Heathen drove into the side of Jay and put himself in the gravel. Nick's going to hit the pits this time. Needs to make sure he does not speed. Nick is into the pits. Going to start his strategy. I think he's going to come out ahead of Sammy. For the lead, Clean, Hunter, Clater, INF, Mason, all on top of each other. All in DRS range. So this will help Nick, because if they're in DRS range, it's going to hold them up in terms of raw pace. That's going to allow Nick to gain some time. He's going to come out ahead of Ovo here, I think, into clean air. Sammy, 3-second penalty for cutting the corner. Nick's going to come out in clean air ahead of Ovo. So he's going to have a ton of clean air, and I mean a ton of clean air to push. No mistakes is all he needs, and he could be on for a win here. Here comes Clean on Hunter for the lead, and it looks like maybe that's Sammy that has spun around. That's going to give Nick some impetus to get his foot on the gas, because if he gets with him and can get in DRS range, it'll give him even more of an advantage. Clater gets by Hunter. INF gets by Hunter. What's going on with Hunter? He was just in the lead. Clean 1.5 seconds. Yellow right here. Alex has spun. Clean sets the fastest lap, of course, because he is in the lead. Here comes INF on Clater for second. Going to breeze by him and put himself on the chase up towards Clean. He needs to close 4/10 by the next DRS detection point to get DRS. Well, Nick, how do those mediums feel compared to your super softs?
A little tighter, but definitely fast. We'll see what I can do. I gotta avenge Tomato. I gotta win this race so none of the guys behind him can win and advance and get close to him in the points. I have to do what I can to fix that, because I think I caused that without looking at replay.
Nick's closing in on Sammy, who has a 3-second penalty. INF is not really closing on clean. It's 1.552. It was 1.6 before, so I mean he's gained about a tenth. But through the chicane there, he lost 0.3 of a second. And you know, we talked about how clean could close in on the championship to Tomato because he was second place, and clean did get fourth in the sprint, so he did get points with Tomato's win and his pole. He got 11 points. So there was a gain, but now there's going to be an even bigger gain for clean. Yellow flag. Out of the final corner, somebody's around. Who is that? That is Deport off in the gravel, backing up onto the track. And he's trying to get it righted, and he does. Nick's all over Sammy. He's going to get the DRS on the straightaway, but he's going to be ahead of him before he even needs to open it. Now he opens it.
I don't even get it. Wow.
That's pretty interesting. 2-second lead for clean. Hunter's lost DRS to the leaders. He's also caused Mason to lose DRS as well. Deport pits. No shock there after his incident. When we complete this lap, we'll be halfway through the feature, and we still don't know who's going to win it. Been a while since we've seen that. And all Clean is hoping for right now is that he is on the right strategy and he can snatch this win. Because if he could snatch this win, he might even take the championship lead. Coming into the pit lane behind him, INF. Oh. Hunter just got a 10-second speeding penalty, but I just watched INF go full speed into the pits and not get a penalty. Oh, and Sammy has crashed in the Parabolica full course safety car. That is not what Nick wanted, and that is not what Clean, Clater, or Jay wanted. He then gets a 10-second speeding penalty.
I don't know if, I mean, he hit me, but like, I gave him enough room, I thought. I'll need to go back. I did, I clipped it. I don't know if I don't know what happened there.
That is a free pit stop for INF, Hunter, and Mason. They are going to cycle out 1, 2, 3. Clean, Clater, and Jay are in a horrible position, and Hunter has that speeding penalty, which he can serve under the safety car, but he needs to figure out how he's going to do that. Oh, and the safety car just cut off Mason. Mason into the back of the safety car. I remember in Lightyear days when Heathen crashed into the safety car, I think at China. Remember that, Nick?
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if I thought I left Duchev enough room, but I don't know. Because, like, I was out of bounds almost, I thought, but I have to go back and look. I don't know, but I could have swore I gave him enough room. I don't know if he got tight, because it looked like he was letting me by, so I closed the gap a little on him. And then he just started gaining on me, so I went wide, and then he clipped me and spun. He hit my rear. I'll have to look at it. I clipped it, but yeah, I don't know if I hit him and that was on me or was that just racing. I have to look at it. I feel terrible if it was.
Clean, Clater, and Jay have come into the pit lane, and what I'm looking at is INF, who is 19 seconds behind. Could this work for Clean, Clater, and Jay? I thought those guys who pitted right as the safety car coming out were going to be at an advantage. Doesn't look like it. Unless INF can step on the gas.
Do I pit here or stay out?
I think you pit and put a soft tire on.
They're old, but...
We're going to go green with 4 to go.
All right.
Clean is going to come out with the lead. INF, who got that quick pit stop, is going to come out in second. That's where he was anyway. Clater with his pit stop is going to come out third. Mason's going to gain a spot. He's fourth. Good strategy from Jay is going to put him in the top 5. Now, is everybody on the same tires? Yes, they are. They've all switched on to super softs. Heathen has wet weather tires on. Hunter is in the pit lane. He has just put on 7-lap-old mediums, his mediums from the first run. Not quite sure why he would do that. It says Nick has just put on brand new super softs. So, not sure how Nick has an extra set of super softs. Maybe that's his qualifying one,
Yeah, it is.
which he only ran 2 laps on, which is also the super soft that everybody else is on too. Clean, INF, Clater, Mason J, the top 5. Deport 6, Nick 7th. Hunter has a massive hole to climb out of. He is 8th with 7-lap-old mediums. Doc Nanners, load broke 9th and 10th. Doc Nanners is often in the wall right now. Alex is going to contest his penalty, his 3-second penalty.
Let me look at this Dude Chef clip.
Oh! Clean is upside down! What has happened? What in the world? Clean is upside down!
So, looking at the clip from
Are
Dude
you ignoring
Chef-
what I just said?
I don't think he noticed.
Oh yeah, he said what the hell? Wait, what? He went upside down.
He was in the lead. I think he lagged so bad just now, but he was upside down, and now he's in 5th place.
Is he dead? Can we get a clip
What
of
in
that?
the world? I mean, I have it. I switched on to him, and he was upside down. What in the world just happened? He has no damage. And now it puts him in a huge hole where he said that he had an opportunity with Tomato being out, and now the racing god said, hell no you don't. You're not going to touch our little baby Tomato. And now Clean is back in 5th. No damage, but I really need to see if Clean or somebody took a clip of what initially caused that, because
Later.
yeah, he was upside down on the straightaway we're on right now, Nick. He was upside down on this straightaway against the wall on the left, just sliding. What in the world? We always see something. F2 has provided craziness. That is kind of similar to what happened to Nick at Silverstone last year in F2. And safety car is not coming in again. We've ran 4 laps under the safety car so far. Hopefully it's not glitched.
Oh, I was gonna pit there. Fuck. I'm gonna pit. If the safety car doesn't come in this time, I'll pit.
Why would you pit? Nick, why would you pit?
To put tires on.
You have brand new tires on.
I know.
I think the safety car is just waiting for everybody to catch up. Yeah, Alex just completely cut the corner and somehow got no penalty for that. I don't know how that worked, but that's a new strategy and meta for the restart, I guess.
Gave me a little bit of time. I did get a warning.
Ovo has decided to pit again, so I don't think the safety car is going to wait for him or Heathen.
Yep.
Yeah, safety car's in this lap. And now INF, who is notoriously bad at safety car restarts, has to orchestrate one. It is INF, Clater, Mason, Jay, Clean, the top 5. All 5 of them looking to close the gap on Tomato for the championship. And round 2 of the playoffs has proven that it is anybody's game. Clean had it, locked up, the safety car backed him up, and somehow he's flipped over. Could we see our first flip to win? That would be a crazy stat. Here goes INF. He gets a good jump. Clater gets a decent one. Mason got a better one. Jay is there. Clean has lost ground.
Shit.
Not a. Oh, and a
Huge wreck.
massive. Somebody's up and on their side. I think that's Doc Nanners or Alex.
That was me. Wow.
Horrible crash. That was Alex, Hunter, and Doc Nanners. The 2 teammates get together there. Not sure what's come out of that. Loadbroke has missed turn 1. He's off. Nick's in 7th. Oh, contact right here, and side-by-side between Clean and Jay. Need to be careful. Jay does. He's battling somebody who's going for the championship. Hunter and Alex have retired in another safety car. Who retired on track? Was it Alex or I think it was Hunter?
As I
Both of them retired.
This is going to
I
have
wrecked it.
huge playoff implications, this race.
And now, what do you do in terms of pit stop and strategy? We're going to be going green with 2 to go, like we normally do, maybe coming to 1. There's going to be no DRS, so it's going to be whoever has the better straight line car and who chose the proper setup. Alex, you're out, so you can help me choose this. What would you do in this situation? Because, I mean, they could pit, but they would lose all their track position. But if you're Heathen or Doc Nanners or Obo in the back, you don't really have much to lose.
Yeah, I'm gather my thoughts after that one.
Well, let's see, Luke, who
you know,
pits?
It's going to all depend on who pits right here, and then if nobody pits, then top 2 don't pit, which we expected. Honestly,
Nick's pitting.
Clater is an oddball right here. He could definitely steal this away. Like you said, Luke, probably one lap, maybe. That's all we're going to get. And INF, not the best on restarts. He's got to put a solid one together just then. He's got to put one more together. And Claire's right behind him.
Big playoff implications for Tomato and Hunter, who have both DNF from the feature race. Neither of them going to pick up points in the feature. That's going to be a big hindrance for them, especially Hunter, who was in a closer battle than Tomato.
Now you have Meso, who's in 3rd place. Could steal away a podium here.
Yeah, and I assume the safety car is going to stay out this time and come in next time. Unless it comes in, then we would have DRS on the last lap. Actually, yeah, I think the safety car is going to come in this time, actually, and I don't know if pitting there was a good idea. Nick and Ovo and Doc Nanners are going to have to be on it to close into the pack. I think the safety car is coming in this time.
Yeah, we've got most of the field already right here, so I doubt that they're staying in. Yep, here we go.
Safety car is
Contact
coming
between
in.
Clater and Clater and Mesa for a second. Clater, 10-second penalty.
For contact under the safety car. So, that kind of puts INF in a good position.
Now what kind of jump can Meso get on Clater and INF? Is going to be the key question here.
Yeah, because it's INF versus Mason now for the win. INF has jumped. He's gotten a good jump. And now Clater is getting a run too. So DRS will turn on the final lap. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Jay is in position to pick up a podium with Clater's 10-second penalty. He needs to make moves quick. Right here, here comes Mason on Clater. We talked about it, so did Alex. Mason and Clater make contact. Mason bullies him out of the way. He wants a shot at his first ever win. Clean needs to get by these two. INF's running away. Oh, contact between Clater and Mason. Oh, cleans, trying to go to the inside of Mason and does, and now they're 3 wide. That's not going to work.
Contact, 3 wide.
Big, wow. Clean is in the wall. The day we talked about he was going to have him points, not going to work. Not going to be at all what he wanted, and it looks like it's going to go the way of INF.
And now Yeti up to the podium position after that melee. Drops Mason from 2nd to 4th.
I can tell you right now, someone right now doesn't feel as bad, and that's Tomato. Seeing Clean finish 8th, that's going to really, really heal the wound that he has a little bit. It ain't going to patch it or seal it, but that'll definitely help him out a little bit in his chance to keep a decent lead alive on the championship. But HD also out. INF might have a... Oh my god, I'm in the air. Holy shit. Sorry. Continue.
Side by side for 3rd between Mason and Jay. They're battling for pretty much what's going to be 2nd place and 3rd. So they got to be careful because Deport could luck into his first ever podium, but it's 1 lap to go for INF. INF got 3rd in the sprint, so he picked up 7 points there. If he wins this race, he's going to pick up 25. He also has the fastest lap of the race. It would be 26. He is 26 points behind of Tomato right now. Tomato picked up 11 points in the sprint because he got the pole too. So it's going to be an 11-point gap for Tomato over INF. If INF can hang on. Oh, Jay completely goes off the track and cuts the corner, and Deport, I think, is around.
Yeti and Mason are side by side once again.
Jay should let him go here and try and get the run on him in the next corner. He does. He's behind him. Clater has that 10-second penalty, so he is not in it for a podium right now. Jay's going to be aggressive. You know he will. Mason goes deep. Jay backs up the corner to try and get there. They need to be careful, Alex, because if they make contact, Heathen is there for a podium. But up front, it is INF.
Heathen in front of Yeti, or Heathen behind Yeti, coming for a podium. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. It's INF around the Parabolica to the line. He wins the Italian Grand Prix, his 14th career win, still the most all time. Mason is going to get 2nd place. Jay is going to get 3rd. Heathen's going to get 4th.
Clean 5th. Outlaw comes home 6th place. Way to go for him. Clater ends up P7 after that 10 grid penalty. Before
what
8th,
happened to Nick?
SP 9th. Good God, Nick, what happened there?
What do you mean what happened?
You were in 7th.
I never made the safety car. I pit.
Oh.
No.
And I almost killed Eddie, too. Jay, podium. First podium in, I think, since the first race of the season. It's his first podium.
2nd one overall. Not the close battle that we saw, but a lot of chaos.
And INF capitalizes on a chaotic day, picks up his 14th career win, which is the most all-time, like I said. He's still trying to hold off Tomato for that all-time record. And guess what? He's closed into the championship. He is 11 points behind Tomato now with an actual shot to try and defend his championship. INF picks up 32 points. Tomato picks up 11. So, 32 minus 11. That is 21. He picks up 21 points. He's, how many did I say behind? 26?
26.
So he's actually 5 points behind Tomato now, guys.
That is going to be amazing.
INF is 5 points behind Tomato now.
Wow. Well, I got a screenshot.
Heading into Great Britain is going to be phenomenal. Or actually, sorry, Miami. We head
Yeah,
back home to the United States next week to Miami, and that's going to be a showdown.
yeah, it is.
So what happened with HD? Let's get the guys in here for
Him and
interview.
Alex and Doc Nanners got together.
Do we have a clip
That
of it?
was, it was Doc. I got a clip of it. It's still going, but yeah, she has a right to be mad at me. I got going, and Knocknares was slower on the restart, and I had more speed than him, but I was going to pass him before the line, and I didn't want to get a penalty, so I backed off, and HT came around, and Doc he tried to go outside me whenever I let up, and Doc Nares got into me just slightly, moved up, and ended up collecting me and him, and then HT just plowed in from behind.
An absolutely chaotic race. We will get the season one champion and now potentially a chaser for the championship. INF in here. Jay got a podium, so he will get interviewed. And Mason with his first ever podium, guys. P2 for Mason tonight. Let's give him his flowers.
Good job. Penalties for tonight we will talk about. I will take one for myself for dumping clean into the tomato and then dumping dew chips. So that'll be a penalty for me. Um,
Did he, though? Because he made contact under the safety car. Unfortunately, before you guys get too excited, it might be a case where Clater is going to be second. Jay's going to be off the podium. Yes. Yes. Oh, Mason out of here.
That's just being very opportunistic right there. Fifth in the sprint, and then fucking third, maybe fourth if Clater shit stand or gets overturned. Not a bad week at all.
All right, so Alex is not going to be doing interviews tonight. He doesn't feel good, so it'll be me and Nick. Nick, who do you want to get?
I will get. I don't know. I'll definitely get Jay. He's my teammate. The so-called podium now, and then I'll get
Yeah, it might
INF
not
too.
stick.
I want INF too.
All right, so I'll get Mason. So, Nick, we're going to start with you down there with Jay. Don't know if it's third or fourth, but as it stands right now, P3.
Teammate Jay. I started strong. Besides killing Tomato, I started strong, led a bunch of good handful of laps, and then Carnage broke out. Then you come in, finish the job, and finish good for the Primas because the safety car killed my chances of a good finish. But it
I
didn't
was
kill yours.
wondering, I was wondering why you pitted when you did. I feel like you should have stayed out, but
I was on softs,
so was
and
I.
yeah. Well, we'll get more in detail on that in a second. But I want to ask you, man, your last podium,
Week
all the
one,
way back week
week one,
one at
week one.
Australia. How does it feel to finally, in the closing races and the that is left in the season, you finally get that second podium on the year?
Dog, I mean, I don't even. It's been a rough season, dude. It's been terrible, especially on the back end. I went through the trials and tribulations of it. It was bad, but there was a bounce back. I had to kind of get back in line with it, and I've been on my P's and Q's since, man. It's back to back good weeks of just good points overall, and just making the most of opportunities. I'm trying not to be as aggressive, but still maintain the fight in it. Even though I'm not fighting, might not be fighting for a championship like guys like Tomato or Clean and everything, but there's still something to earn there, and that's not to be looked at as a fucking terrible driver. So just continue be consistent, and then see where that goes from there. Honestly,
For sure. And Jay, I'm gonna ask you one more question, buddy. How
yeah.
does it feel that Prema is back and we are back getting points? Because we have
Uh,
been, I will
fuck.
say, Prema has been the best team or the second best team in the last 6 weeks or 5 weeks. Since I turned my shit around and since you started to really try and shit, we have been very consistently same pace. So how does it feel?
Man, oh my god, it feels great to actually be fighting up there again. It was bad, us qualifying or me qualifying outside the top 10 and whatever. It's like, all right, I got to get it together. So that consistency, why we couldn't do it all season, is the question I've got. Like, good grief, man! It took the playoffs for this to happen. We couldn't do this for the whole season, but I mean, it's all right. We're given something to build on week by week. We still got what 2 more rounds, so I'm looking forward to that. And we just gotta keep getting points, keep finishing strong. Someone's gonna come our way, even if I don't get a podium today. Hey, look, we came damn close, so there'll be one more. Good sneak one.
I'll say
Isn't Abu Dhabi the last round?
yes, and I think I can
Yeah,
get a
there's
win
there's
there.
there's some history there. You won there, and I got a podium, so we could do it again if things go according to plan. I'm just looking at the next 2 weeks or so. Just like, all right, it's there. That opportunity's there.
Yeah. Well, Jay, pleasure talking with you. Been
Sure.
great. Prima has led the most laps in a race this weekend since like I don't know, since like week 2 or week 1. So we both did great tonight. You led, I think you led maybe 1 or 2 laps. I led a couple combined in the sprint. Like we were up front. Great job tonight. We did great. See you next week. Definitely have a
Absolutely.
qualifying ban for myself, so I will not be good next week. But anyway, moving on to second place. Luke's over there.
Yeah, I'm down here with Mason. P2 for him, maybe P3. Mason, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that is your first ever podium.
My first podium in F2, and I never got one in F1 yet, so it's my first podium ever in anything.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, so Mason's first ever podium, P2, P3, either or, it's still going to be a podium. You ran a great race, kept it clean all race, avoided the chaos, and got yourself up there into a podium. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, you've had a pretty decent season, and now you cap it off with that.
I'm stunned. I didn't expect this going to the race. Had some shenanigans in the sprint race. Some some drivers should not have an F1 license after this race, but uh, I'm just shocked and I'm just happy. I don't know. I'm just lost words.
Yeah, and when you have P2 like that, and you have that on your mind, and you're trying to defend, especially a hard charge from Jay, a hard charge from Heathen, and you had Clater there too. What is your thoughts? Like, how stressed out are you? What are you trying to do? Are your hands sweating?
I told INF going to that safety car restart that I could feel my heart through my chest just beating nonstop. I was nervous, but I knew after Clater got that damage under the safety car, I needed to get around him immediately. But he had a hard charge fight, almost a wreck, and I was just it was incredible.
Yeah, man, and I'm going to give the floor to you. The floor is yours if you want to give any shout-outs to anybody. I know you did give a little one to INF, but yeah, it's all yours.
Yeah, shout out to Jay. That was an incredible battle for second, maybe third. I mean, I didn't. I thought all hope was lost, but ooh, that was just amazing.
Yeah,
Uh,
I had a blast, man.
Shout out to Heathen. He a great friend, great mentor, kinda. Uh, but that's about it. Good job on the broadcast tonight. I'll have to watch this one back later. And so overall, great race.
Yeah, And before we hand it off to Nick and INF, um, we're currently reviewing something which we've been talking about. That penalty for Clater, if it would get removed or if it wouldn't. We can confirm that the penalty for Clater is not getting removed, so Mason will
Oh.
be P2, Jay will be P3.
Oh, hallelujah.
Let's go.
Oh, hallelujah.
B2.
Oh my God, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank
Let's
you,
go,
Jesus. Thank you,
Jay.
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Woo!
That
So,
is. Oh
Live
God.
driver
congratulations to you
reactions.
two. I'm going to hand the mic off to Nick, who has our winner, the all-time winner, INF.
Well, INF, should I ask you what you had for dinner first, or should I save that till after?
I think we can do that for dinner. Or
We can do it for dinner. All right, bet. INF,
oh,
what'd you have
okay,
for
no,
dinner?
all right. Sorry, I'm
Nope, gotta
sorry.
answer it now.
Yeah, no, I was gonna do it first. I wanted to do it first.
Chinese food.
Just
Good
gotta
job.
eat up. Wow. Yeah, lo mein and
Yep.
a monster. That's
I had Chinese foods too. We just
oh
eat the
my
same
gosh,
thing
it's
every night.
genius, bro.
It's
It's
crazy.
genius.
Good minds work alike. It's just
Mm.
your mind is 100% and mine is 0. But
Oh,
anyway,
I doubt that.
INF. Tomato's been the most dominant car for almost the last 10 weeks in the feature race, with the little splashes of clean here and there. And you've been kind of that third, fourth place car. Tomato has issues, Clean has issues, HD has issues, and you're usually the one in fourth place or roughly in that same area. You capitalized it and got a win, and it looks like when I do points, um, you're gonna be only 5 points behind Tomato and 6 points behind Clean. Clean looks like he's going to have the lead by 1 point going into next
Mm.
week, by the looks of it. I'm still adding everything up. Now the playoffs. This is what the chaos causes. You're right back in it now with Tomato's issues. So, overall, you had a great race. Just kind of overall thoughts throughout the whole night.
Well, yeah, I mean, I knew coming into Monza is going to be a little chaotic as it usually is, and I thought best case scenario. I mean, I know I've done it in the past couple of weeks. I said last week at Las Vegas that qualifying mattered, and because it matters to be with the guys you're racing with, and matters to try and keep it close. But I mean, tonight was just pretty simple. I didn't want to qualify just for that scarcity of turn one. I'd rather not be involved at all and just kind of sit it out. Let it all come to me and just kind of let nature take its course. And thankfully, I mean, unfortunately for the other drivers, it didn't work out. But fortunately for me, I was able to make up some ground there. And sprint race, I had a very lovely battle with Clater for second. Had a nice hard charge up to the podiums with everyone else. And it was a lot of fun being able to drive up to the field. Unfortunately for Meso and Nishi, they were both in my party tonight. Didn't really go so well for them, so or at least in the sprint. But either way, moving into the feature, more or less the same. Just there was a lot of chaos in turn one. Obviously, Tomato retiring is the big deal, and I said this to Meso and HD before the race started, is that if we learned anything about the season open or the playoff opener and really the season as a whole, it doesn't really matter about what you do in the sprint race, albeit the result is good. The real meat and potatoes is in the feature. And if you're not scoring points there, then you're as good as a goner. And we saw that there. Tomato lost a lot of points. It sucks for him to have a rival like that. Well, I wouldn't say rival, but like a competitor go down like that. And from there, it's just about keeping the car clean. Me and Mesa were just trying to keep it in the DRS, make slow gains, and just name of the game is don't make mistakes. The person that makes the fewest mistakes is the one that reaps the reward. I did. I don't know if the booth caught this. Got like insanely lucky um, with Clean losing the lead under safety car. I do not know how that happened. I was just under pause menu. I was taking a sip of my beverage, and next thing I'm being told is by Meso is that you're the leader. I'm like, what? No, I'm not. And then I looked up and I'm like, there's a safety car. So I don't really know what happened there. But after that, it was just name of, this has always been in my career. It's just can't really win anything off of pure domination. It's just luck a lot of the times, and got lucky with the second safety car. Is able. Unfortunately, I'm cannot stress enough how sorry I am for Clader about that. I know it's just a incident of just neither one of ours fault. It's just I have a lot of respect for Clader. Clader's a very clean driver, and I feel like he always deserves to have great reward and great success wherever he goes. And it's just unfortunate that that happened to him. I wish he could have been able to be up on the podium here today. But I hadn't stood on a feature podium since Austria, which I don't know about you, but that is a pretty long time ago. I know I had some sprint success, but I'm more happy that I was able to get it done in the feature, especially on a day like today.
Well,
Uh,
INF,
Oh, yeah.
you said you had something to add at the end.
Yeah, I do. So next week is Abu Dhabi. Um, that is,
Miami.
well, or sorry, Miami. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make Abu Dhabi, and that's not the meat and potato of the news. But I say it now just because with how features gone for me lately, it's never really set in stone that this is going to happen, that I'm going to be able to be up here again. So I just wanted to take the chance while I could and say the next week will be being oh, next week will be my last race as a full-time competitor in any form of sim racing over my life. Well, not over my life, but
For a while.
I will not be a full-time competitor in any kind of sim series anymore. I'm moving on with my life, taking a lot of big steps and towards growing as a person, and it's not anything bad. That's the reason why I'm not racing. It's because I'm things are changing, and I got to grow up, and you know I don't think it's sad, not because of being a crybaby about not racing anymore on not racing anymore with all the stupid sims, because it's just a video game, but miss everyone to race against, because it really meant a lot to me. 'Cause, racing, at least on here, in any kind, has hasn't really doesn't mean anything to me if I win or lose. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I just want to be able to talk with people about racing, about life, just meet all my friends and race, and not seeing them or talking to them on here is it's gonna suck. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go away. I'll still be able to talk, but just not being able to share the track with everyone is a bummer. These people I've known for so many years, and miss them a lot. And I know it's corny as shit. I'm a crybaby, but
Nah, not at
I know
all.
it
Not
has
at
meant a
all.
Definitely
lot to me.
not,
Not at
man.
all.
It has
Not
meant a
at all.
lot to me. Um, Whenever times aren't going my way outside of this, I don't really talk about that, but this has always been there for me, and being able to look forward to something in my day, even if I don't do well or race. I'm just happy to even be racing, and I mean, I'll still be around. Like I could, it's just like next time I even have the opportunity is like late December, and then even after that, it's like next summer. But I just wanted to say that next race is gonna be my last, and I may have not accomplished much of anything in terms of significance racing on here, but it was well worth it being able to meet such great people and talk about racing because God knows everyone up here where I'm from, no one talks about it. So it's nice to meet such good people over the years. Be able to call them friends, but I know it's so stupid and corny to be like this after that, and it's more emotional or something than it has to be. But yeah, that's the announcement. It's just that I'm not going to be sim racing of any kind anymore after next week, and well, yeah, that's it.
INF, I'm proud of your accomplishments here, man. I'm the first one to tell you that.
Mm.
You've meant a lot to this league, to all the other people that have known you before you came here, and the many friends that, like you said, you've made. Um, but ever since I've known you, you have been a rock star, inside and out, going to the moon and back for anybody, to do everything possible to make people's days. Just to get in a party to chit chat with you makes people's days. You're just a great person overall, a wonderful human being, and I've been honored to have you in this league. And next week is not goodbye. Um, Never will be. You're still a part of this league, still part of this family. It goes beyond the racing league. It goes beyond the track, man. You're an inspiration to many, and you're an inspiration to us of being on the track, to race with the respect that you have and to race with the integrity that you have, is very humble, and we will take that legacy with us on track. Many will. So I very much appreciate you and what you've done for the time that you've been with this league.
I appreciate the very kind words, Storm. It's been a pleasure to race here. It's I mean, I don't know if I can stay in the chats or anything. I don't know if I'll be able to keep terrorizing it with bull crap, but I don't know. I appreciate the kind words, and hopefully, I mean, like I said, it's the end of my full time. I can't dedicate it full time doing this anymore. I mean, maybe in the summer next year, maybe I'll be able to do that. Maybe on an off day when things, then maybe the stars align. But as far as like contending for anything worth substance, it's the end of the road. But I appreciate, and this league's been great, and it's not just here that it's done from just here. It's even wheel to wheel. It's like, and I hate to say it, but like wheel to wheel this weekend that's gonna be my last one for a very long time, and I just want to make that clear: is that it's not just here; it's all the other leagues I'm a part
Especially,
of.
man,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
I'm just speaking for here.
yeah. Well,
But,
yeah. I'm
but for
trying
sure.
to make this. No, I'm trying to make this not sad or awkward anymore because
Nah, man.
that was awkward.
Well,
But
before we get out of
yeah.
that, I do need to say, to validate your feelings, there was absolutely nothing corny or embarrassing about what you
Absolutely not. Absolutely
said.
not. I don't think you realize the impact you've had.
Exactly.
I mean,
100%.
you're very humble about it, dude. Man, if
IF, you
only you
helped me
knew.
grow the last 5 years, gang. You've known me since I was 10 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Like,
you've you've been has such a big impact on me, dude. You will never understand.
I've been racing with you for what, 2, 3 years now? Up to this point.
I mean, I think so.
I also
It's
need to say, INF, you said if I never did anything here, you've done a lot here in terms of just being here as the person you are, and in terms of records and things you've done. You're the F2 Season 1 champion. You're second all time in UTLR wins. All time. You're ahead of Tomato, Ducky, me, SP, Jinx, Dusty, Clean, Clater. A lot of big names that you came here way after, so there's a lot you should be proud of. You should be most proud of the person that you are, though, because you've made everybody in here a better person, and you made everybody in here happier to be here.
Yeah, you ain't changed for nobody. You haven't.
No.
You've been the same person every single time. And that says a lot because not all the people can do that.
That's from the booth to being alongside of us on the track.
Well, it's a two-way street. I've been so fortunate to grow as a person because of the role models you all are, and that doesn't extend to just the people in this party, but people I've been so fortunate to meet over the years, and all the people I've raced against or been able to have the privilege to talk to, share track, share ideas, laugh, or out goof around. But it's I've grown or tried to grow as a person, and no one's perfect, and God knows I'm not, but um, I thank all of you. That's what I'm gonna miss the most is just being able to be with everyone and people you made me today, and it's, yeah, I'm very, very grateful for all the kind words.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to ask Alex and everybody else. The floor is for everybody. You can have conversations. You can explain your day. We have about 2 minutes of open mic time, so before we get out of here, so just air yourself.
I I do need to say, INF, it's been a pleasure racing with you. I think the thing I'm gonna miss most is you kicking my ass on all the road courses in NASCAR.
It never
You
got me
always,
at Sonoma, I don't think.
I never got you at Sonoma. You'll remain 5-0 against me there.
Oh
I'm
man.
sure. I'm
So,
sure sometime down the line.
Ouch.
I'm sure that I'll. I'm
as
sure that
long as you
I'll.
come back and you kick my ass again, all that matters. But it's been great racing with you. Obviously, I know that, I know you're
Yeah,
more,
absolutely.
private with your stuff than
Yeah.
some other people. So whatever you're doing over wherever you're at, I want to just wish you the best. You're always welcome to come back and do whatever full time. I would love for you to stay in the chats and hang out and just do part time. Even be just a reserve sub driver for someone here and there would be great. But obviously, I don't know what your situation is. But the thing, like I said, you've accomplished more than enough. You're in the Hall of Fame, Hall of Greats in UTLR, and we've had hundreds of people in UTLR, and only a handful can say they're in there. So you definitely made your footprint, um, fingerprint, however you want to put it. You've done all that. So I just want to say, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, keep in touch. You ain't gonna go anywhere. It's not bye. It's just we'll see you later. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
been great.
one thing I can say, my last part to you, INF, is you have defined our slogan in this league. You have become your champion, you have become your legend, and you have become your superstar, my man. You have done it. So if anybody has
Nobody can
earned
take that from you.
if somebody has earned the slogan, I've got to hand it to you.
I appreciate it a lot. Everyone, thank you. Obviously, the stream's kind of dragged on a little bit, so I don't know if you want to
I
get
only
this
got
out
one
of
thing
here.
to say, man. I only got one thing to say. Hey, just promise me, man, that I can look up to you when I got some new animes, bro. Just let me know.
I
I
would
got, I
absolutely,
got.
I would love nothing more.
All right, all
Love
right.
nothing more.
Then I'm all right with it, man.
I mean,
I appreciate sharing the track with you for all these
obviously,
years,
I'll
dude.
still be like, I don't plan on going ghost. I mean, it's like in chats or like wheel to wheel or
You'll probably
even
be in the
here.
chat
I
still.
mean,
That's why we have an everyday chat.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't really plan on not be trying to be involved in some way, but I'll be around still, just not on the track here. And, yeah.
Right.
Actually,
Well,
INF, you have another You have one more message. It is
Oh,
from Amaya, actually,
Amaya?
and
Oh, hi,
Oh
Amaya.
God.
she has said you have made a huge impact. I've seen it through the screen. So glad to have had you here. So,
Oh, that is very sweet. Thank you.
I don't think you realize your impact goes more than just racing. It's people who watch too, dude.
Oh,
I said it's from the booth to the track, man. You
oh,
did so much time in the booth, not just here, but across other leagues. So
mm,
it shows.
I try.
Well, before we get out of here, I guess I might as well mention it. Tomato is still the point leader, but he only has the point lead now by 2 points over tonight's race winner, INF. Clean is behind by 6 points. Those are the three that are going to be looking for the championship lead next weekend. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's UTLR live experience here for the F2 series. Thank you for tuning in to the Italian Grand Prix. And thank you for listening to me, SP, and Alex for well over an hour and a half. We will catch you guys next weekend at the Miami Gardens. Take it easy.